The next module we will talk about from the Manage Modules screen is the blog module. So I'm going to click on it and add it. We will give this blog a title of CMS 201 and click Submit. So now you'll see over here on the left-hand side, we have a section for blog and then CMS 201 here. So let me show you an example of what the blog module looks like. And this is the web team page. And if you click on the What's New icon at the top, this whole What's New page is an example of the blog module. And so when I go into our CMS page to edit it, you'll see over here on the left-hand side, there's What's New right here. And then on the right-hand side, you will see these are all of the different blog entries that I have created. And so each entry here corresponds with each entry on this page here. So now let's work through and I'll show you how to create the blog module and how to create entries for it. So now we're back to the page where we've created the CMS 201 blog initially. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add an entry to this blog. So now we're going to click on the button that says Add Entry. First thing you need to do is you need to give the blog entry a title. So we'll name this CMS 201 Introduction. Then here's where you would actually write the blog, the description. So we'll just make this brief and call it, here is our introduction. Once you've got your text in there, you can then come down to this section and you can add assets, including an image or a video. So if I click on this button that says Add Image, it will then ask for the source of the image. And so this will then ask us to take you to the file manager. And so you can choose a picture that you've already uploaded to the file manager, or you can upload a new one. So for our example, let's upload a new one and let's find a picture of me. And then you can tag it if you want to. So this is a faculty picture. We'll say upload. And because we're uploading a picture, you have to add the alt text. So we'll say this is a headshot of Zach McCurdy. And then if I wanted to, I could also add in a video. And so from this link, I could add in or copy and paste the text from a YouTube video. So for this example, let's go and find the video I've created on accessibility. So I'm going to copy the address you see at the top here and paste it there. And now because we're adding some media, we need to also add some alt text. So we're going to put GVSU accessibility video. And so now we've added an image, we've added a video, and you could, if you want to, change the publish date. So if I wanted this to be published, say, a week ago, I could choose October 10th. Today is the 17th. If I want this to be in the future, I could do that as well. So if I want this post to go out a week from now, I could change it to the 24th. But we'll make this published today. And then you could also choose if you want the author's name to be visible to the visitor. So if we don't want people to know that I created it, we could uncheck that. But now that we've added that, I'm going to click on Submit. And there's our first blog entry. So now that we've created our module, we've created a blog entry. Now let's actually get this onto our CMS site. So this is a little bit different than what you would see with your typical module, where, as you remember with the other ones, where you would be able to click on it and drag it. Instead, with the blog module, it creates its own page and you have to link to that page. So what I mean by that is if I go to one of the pages that we've created, and let's say I want to add a link to the blog module here. So I am going to add in, for this example, a paragraph. And if I double click in here and I'm going to add content. So let's say we add in just the word blog module. Here is our new blog. So now what we want to do is we want the user to be able to click on this word here, the word blog module, and from there that will then take them to the blog. So we've highlighted the word here. I'm now going to go to the button here for hyperlink. And then under link type, I am going to choose modules. And then under modules, I'm going to choose that particular blog. And then I will say OK. So now you will see that it creates a link to that particular blog module. So I'm going to say save. And now I'm going to preview the draft, and I'll show you what it looks like. So here's our module. Here is the link to the blog module. So if I click on this link here, you will see it brings us to an entirely different page. So like I said, the blog module is nothing that you would drag and drop onto a page. It's something that you would link to that page. So for another example, let's say we want to create a navigation item to the blog. So right now, if I preview this site, you will see up here at the top, we just have one link, and it's to About Us. So let's say we want to create a new link, and we're going to call this blog. We're going to make this a main navigation item that links to content. And then for the content, from this dropdown, you will see now we have the option for CMS 201 blog underneath the modules. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to place the navigation after the About Us. So now if I click Submit, and then if we preview the site again, you'll see we have the About Us section, and now we have the link to the blog. So if I click on this, it now takes us to the blog as well. So as a recap, the blog module is not one that you would simply go to a page, you would click here and drag it onto the content item. Instead, it is a brand new page, a separate page that you would have to link to. One more thing I want to show you about the blog module as well is if we go into one of the entries that I've created for the Web Team What's New blog. So for example, this poll quote module. Down at the very bottom, we have a section here for categories. And if I click on add a category, I can type in what category this particular entry is. So let's say this is a what's new. And I click submit. What that means now is that if I go to the what's new blog, I can do a search for any kind of data. But then now I also have a drop down for what's new. And if I click search, anything that I've labeled what's new will then pull up within there. So you may want to go through and add categories to your particular blog entries. And so for the what's new blog in this example, I would need to go through and add what's new to all of the new features that are to the CMS.